A lot of the time, I think of myself as ugly.
What really sucks is my biggest insecurity is in the middle of my face, right here.
We want to identify with being white so much, not all of us, but many of us, that we look down on dark skin.
This is going to help fill in any lines. A silicone-based primer, apply it all over the face.
I don't know why, looking at my face made me nauseous.
I kind of don't want to know how much I'm eating, to be honest. I weigh myself every day, yes. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I'm crazy right now.
I spend a lot of time on Instagram and YouTube looking at pictures.
Everyone on media is just always gorgeous.
Since I was young, I remember Kristen Kriuk, if that's how you pronounce it.
Giselle Bundchen. This is the photo that I chose.
I ended up settling on Blake Lively.
Probably Angelina Jolie.
Misty Copeland. She's a professional dancer.
And she was one of the few Asian Americans on TV at the time.
Light skin, big lips, light eyes. I feel like all of those things are really valued in terms of ideal beauty. Just looking at her, it's kind of she's just beautiful.
She was always so long and beautiful.
Growing up, what was idealized was the blonde hair and the blue eyes. That kind of stuck with me growing up, and having lighter skin, because I grew up, I'm half Hispanic, but I grew up in a very white neighborhood.
She doesn't have a standard ballerina body, which is someone who's very, very thin.
It's taken a lot of soul searching throughout the years to really be comfortable with aspects of myself.
So the feature I probably like the most about myself is my hair. I think the reason why I like it that much is because it's really low effort and low maintenance.
I've been told that I have nice legs. Sometimes I do like them, sometimes I don't.
I really grew into my freckles. When I was younger, they would get so dark in the summer that I would try to bleach them with lemon juice, but it never really worked.
I really like my bone structure. This is kind of weird, but I like my shoulders.
I really like my eyebrows. I've gotten a lot of compliments on them. My lips and maybe my eye color.
My hair, it's always been really thick and it's always grown really fast.
I get complimented a lot on my hair color. I always ask if I dye it, but it's all natural.
Something I've always struggled with is having clear skin.
You look yourself in the mirror every single day, and every single day you see that there's always going to be something else you want to change.
For me personally, my biggest insecurity has always been my acne. I've never had clear skin since 6th grade.
My skin is too oily because I've struggled with acne a lot.
I think I would change some parts about my body.
I would probably change my nose to make it a little bit thinner.
I had to pick one thing. I'd probably be taller, just because I'm kind of short. I'm 5'3".
My thighs and my stomach that I wish were a little bit leaner and muscular.
I don't know, I've always wanted to be leaner and smaller, and I think a lot of girls can relate to that.
And maybe I'd also change my nose, make it a little more thinner maybe, because again, that's what the ideal that you kind of recognize as a slim nose, the high cheekbones, that kind of thing.
I always wished that my eyebrows were a little more symmetrical. Seeing myself in the mirror and seeing, acne or any sort of imperfections just makes me feel like I need to fix it and cover it up with makeup. It's definitely something that still haunts me to this day.
It's impossible to get away from beauty standards and the implications they place on our life.
I try not to let them affect me because I know that there's so many of us and we all look different.
Beauty standards affect me almost every single day. Whenever I'm feeling insecure about myself, I trace it back to that. You go on social media, you see people that you aspire to be, and it's not just based on that. It's you see how many likes they get, people commenting on their bodies.
If I'm on my phone and I'm on Instagram or something and I see someone oh, I wish I looked like that, I think I see aspects of that person I want in myself.
A lot of times employers and other engineers like that assume that I'm dumb, or assume that I need help with like simple jobs and things like that.
As I said earlier, I wish I had a thinner nose. That right there in itself is me being affected by beauty standards, which are telling me that my nose isn't thin enough.
I really internalize like the ideal ballet body, and I really push myself over the edge, not necessarily like getting skinnier, but getting more muscular and more flexible. And I actually like got some pretty serious injuries from that. I think we should celebrate all bodies.
I think just looking at yourself and trying to find the things that you like are important.
It's such a process learning to like love yourself and like love like your body and stuff. Starting from a young age is really important.
Most of what you see isn't real, it's fake, it's photoshopped, or you know, the model spends hundreds of thousands of dollars on upkeep and her hair and makeup is perfectly done.
We should be saying like, well, all bodies are okay as long as you have a healthy relationship with it.
Campaigns that a lot of companies have done where like they've featured like a lot of women of different bodies and like different cultures and like ethnicities. Like I think that's super important to like be more inclusive, and also definitely having conversations like these.
People need to understand that it isn't realistic to try to force yourself to compare yourself to magazines and TV and things like that, because it's an impossible standard. So I think that's something that you have to be taught from like a very young age.
I think it's important to kind of look at yourself and understand that like you are beautiful and there's things about you that are beautiful. What's also really important to keep in mind is that all these people that we look up to as beautiful are actually insecure as well. So if the people that we think are beautiful also think they're not beautiful, then that's a problem.